It's your prophetess Mary Tama, the Queen of the North. Today I want to talk about royalty. Like, what is true royalty? We are living in a world where royalty, or the definition of it, has been distorted. It's been distorted by the Edomites, especially by the so called British royal family. They have given us a false picture of what royalty is because they are not true royalty. None of them are actually royalty by blood. So the whole world has been looking to them as an example of royalty when they're actually not royalty. Royalty is actually defined by the God of Israel. True royalty is defined by the Creator. And true royalty, we can get an example from King David, who was a black man, a Hebrew man, and it's not like he was born from a royal bloodline. It's not like David was famous. It's not like he came from a noble family according to world standards. But today we know that he's one of the most famous kings who has ever lived on this earth. Why? Because his royalty was defined and given to him by the God of Israel. He became a royal because of his characteristics. He had faith, he was brave, he was a warrior, and he was also extremely talented. So if someone is saying that they are royalty, especially in the British royal family, none of them are talented. There's not even one member of the British royal family who possesses any God-given gifts. None of them are good looking. There's not even a single member of the British royal family who has got the gift of beauty. King David was extremely beautiful. Queen Esther was beautiful. King Solomon was beautiful to behold. So the true characteristics of royalty is also beauty. You have to be breathtaking. The role of a queen, for example, beauty comes with the package of being a queen because people have to look at you and admire and behold your beauty and your glory. We see this in the book of Esther, even Vashti. Vashti was so beautiful that the king wanted to just show her off to the people. That is also the role of a queen, is to show beauty. Yet we know that today, the so-called Queen of England, Camilla, she is the most, I don't even have words for it, but when it comes to looks, she doesn't even look human. So that should tell you that these people are not true royalty. True royalty is beauty. True royalty is grace. And most importantly, true royalty is the spirit of a warrior. You have to be, especially even in Africa, this is how royalty is defined. You hear about Shaka the Zulu. He was a true warrior. He was a true king. Why? Because he possessed bravery. So a true king is supposed to be a warrior, one who fights for his people, one who overcomes for his people. And we know that the man today who is in Britain posing as a king is not a warrior. He eats a boiled egg every single day. That's all he does. He gets angry that someone is giving him the wrong pen. He didn't even know what cling film is. He is not a warrior. He is not fit to be king. So a king is supposed to be someone who is a warrior, someone who is a fighter, someone who's brave. And King David was brave. He killed Goliath, and that's what defined him as a future king. It's his bravery to save his people from the Philistines. So that's also one of the main characteristics of a royal. And another one which is so important, it's actually talent. True royalty, you have to possess some God-given gifts. You have to stand out from everybody else. You have to be extremely, extremely talented. And we see that in King David, we see that in Solomon, we see that in Esther. All these royalty, they had some sort of God-given talents and gifts. So if you've got no talents, then you are not royalty. We see this again in the British royal family. None of them, not even one of them, have got any sort of talent, not even one God-given talent. So that should tell you that these people are not even the picture of royalty. There's nothing inspirational about them. All their wealth is stolen wealth from other countries. The foundation of their family is from oppression and torturing other people. That is what has given them power. That is what has given them status. It's actually through the backbone of black people. But here in the Northern Kingdom, we are true royalty. We are chosen by the God of Israel. He's the one who has appointed us. We are also royalty by birth. I'm a true royalty by bloodline. I'm a descendant of Queen of Sheba. And Queen of Sheba, again, she's another example. She was true royalty. She was gifted. She was wise. She had all these gifts and she had all this wealth. She was a true example of a queen by her in her own right. So I am a true bloodline. I'm a true royal bloodline. And my Lord husband is a true royal bloodline from the Blackamoors who used to rule England, who used to rule Europe, who used to be in this land. That's the lineage of my Lord husband, and he is extremely talented. He is one of the best singers this world has ever seen. I have never ever, and I'm not being partial, I'm not being biased because he's my Lord husband, but there is no one with a voice like my Lord husband. He is extremely talented. So that is the attributes of true royalty. You have to be talented, and I am not even blowing my own trumpet. There is no one on this earth who writes better than me. There is no one on this earth who's got the gift of the pen like I have the gift of the pen. So if you even see, if you read Psalm 45, it's a royal wedding psalm, a future prophecy of what's to come. It also describes, it's actually written by the queen, who actually says that my tongue is like, the pen of a ready writer. She's a writer. That is the future queen of Israel. So that is the attributes of true royalty, and that example is in the Northern Kingdom. The only royalty on earth who have got all the gifts, all the talents, and also the gift of beauty is only in the Northern Kingdom, because the kingdom of Israel, the kingdom of Yahweh, the God of Israel, is the true kingdom. It is the true royal bloodline, which is more superior than any bloodline on this earth. So I am your prophetess, I am your queen. And if you don't see us as your royalty, where the world is going, you're going to have to either bow to the King of the North, bow to our kingdom, or you're all going to suffer the apocalypse that's coming on this earth. I am your prophetess, I am your queen. You will know us by our fruits. You see what we are doing in the kingdom, what we are doing for our own people, and who we are. That should tell you that we are the true royal bloodline of Great Britain. I am your queen, and I have spoken.